Welcome to the Bushido gang. What's up, guys? It's AttackonSamurott, and welcome to week 2 of the HDL. So, for week 2, we're gonna be battling Chompo, the coach of his team. He doesn't really have a team; he just says sub to Chompo, so you know sub to Chompo. But anyways, Chompo has a pretty aggressive looking draft. He's got 2 Z captains being Celesteela and Venusaur, and then the rest of his draft he's got Kommo-o, Primarina, Darmanitan, Venusaur, Oricorio, Mega Tyranitar, Mew, Diggersby, Torkoal, and Relicanth. So his team's kind of tough. It's very aggressive when it comes to like Primarina, Darmanitan, and Kommo-o. As well as he does have, you know, one of the best wall cores in Celesteela and Mew, so that's gonna be annoying to break. And he also has Sun with Torkoal and Venusaur, so that's something I got to be aware of. He also has Diggersby though, so I got to be aware of that mon too. But for this week, I am bringing with me Big Juice the Salamence, Red-Handed the Rotom-Heat, Cyclone the Tornadus, AOS the Samurott, Soul the Mega Absol, and Joe the Rampardos. So without further ado, let's get this team builder underway. So I wanted to bring Big Juice this week again because Big Juice runs through his team once once Celesteela and Primarina are gone. It just runs through him. So I really need to focus on making sure that those mods are out the way in order for Big Juice to actually get off a good amount of damage on stuff and just wall break through his team. So the moves I'm running this week is Outrage, Aerial Ace, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw. Running double Dragon Stab because I mean, like, I don't want to get confused with Outrage, so that's why I got Dragon Claw. Aerial Ace is there as like another stab, mostly there for Venusaur as well as Kommo-o. Yeah, Earthquake is there for T-Tar. For T-Tar and Torkoal, as well as Relicanth and Darmanitan. So it's gonna be a check for those. And again, like I said, Dragon Claw is just there so I don't get confused from Outrage. So yeah, I'm also running Moxie like I did last week because, like I said, Moxie, after we get a knockout, we can just like keep boosting our attack and just keep running through his team. So yeah. Big Juice is gonna be Jolly Nature, max speed, max attack, max attack, to get the most amount of damage off on the physical side, and just hurt him pretty hard. So yeah, his only physical wall really is Celesteela. So again, once Celesteela is gone, and as well as his immunity to Fairy Primarina, then Mence can just run through him. So the mon that's going to be doing that job of like getting rid of those two is going to be Red-Handed the Rotom-Heat. So just like how it was ran last week, I'm going to be running it Choice Specs again because Choice Specs really hurts his team. He doesn't really have a great answer to Rotom. He doesn't really have a ground type besides, I mean, his only ground type is Diggersby, and I mean, like, we can just overheat that and it's going to do a ton to it. It's not really going to appreciate an overheat anyway. And we do outspeed it as well. So yeah, his team is actually fairly slow. Oh, my bad. Didn't mean hit the mic. But his team is actually fairly slow. The fastest mon on his team is actually I was about to say Darmanitan, but it's actually Mew since it is base 100. So and I mean, like, Mence does, and I mean, I have Cyclone and Soul that can outspeed Mew, so I don't really have to worry about Mew too much, unless it's Choice Scarf for some reason. But I feel like that's the only way he could actually like outspeed like the fastest mons on my team. So I feel like he's gonna run like Scarf Mew or something. But last, I'm gonna go back to the team. So I'm running a Choice Specs Rotom again this week with the Will-O-Wisp, Overheat, Thunderbolt, and Volt Switch again. Basically, like I said last week, same set. Just gonna like wall break through his team. Specifically, like I said, it's there for Celesteela and Primarina because I really want to make sure that those two get weakened a lot, so that way Big Juice can come in and just put the work in. So yeah, Willow is there to also like hurt his physical attackers like Kommo-o and T-Tar, as well as Diggersby as well if need be. And also Relicanth too, since Relicanth can be it can be pretty strong, since just like Joe, it does have Head Smash, so it can be kind of threatening. But yeah, Overheat, like I said, it's there for Celesteela mostly. Oh god, I don't know what was that. But yeah, Overheat's there for Celesteela, as well as Venusaur and Diggersby. Thunderbolt is there for Celesteela again, as well as Primarina and Oricorio if need be. And as well as Relicanth, but we can just Volt Switch on that. And yeah, Volt Switch is there for initiative, so that way we can bring in something else to take advantage of the switch in. So yeah, that is pretty much gonna be red-handed. So yeah, next we have Cyclone, the Tornadus. So I think this is gonna be my first week bringing Torn out on the playing field. So it's gonna be offensive this week with Hurricane, Taunt, Focus Blast, and Heat Wave. So Taunt's there to actually stop him from setting up. His team actually has a lot of setup, like Celesteela can use Autonomize, Como-O gets Dragon Dance as well as Autonomize, Cheetar gets Dragon Dance, Mew gets Rock Polish and Nasty Plot, Diggersby can learn Agility and Sword Dance. Like his team is full of setup, so I want to make sure that I can stop him from setting up, and I can like get some damage on them, switch out into something else to take advantage of that, to take advantage of the Mon getting taunted, and then I can just like get off a ton of damage with like Soul or with right-handed if need be. So yeah, Hurricane is there for Hurricane actually hits his team pretty hard outside of Celesteela. Like, it hits everything really hard, so I want to make sure that I utilize that the most. And then Taunt, like I said, is there to stop from setting up. Focus Blast is there for the Relicanth as well as Diggersby and T-Tar, mostly for T-Tar, because Mega T-Tar does not appreciate fighting type moves in general because it is Rock and Dark. So we hit it pretty hard with a Life Orb Focus Blast. And then Heat Wave is there for Celesteela. Again, I'm really focusing on Celesteela because that's the most annoying mon on this team outside of Mew. Mew is also annoying, but it's not as annoying as Celesteela. Like, Celesteela actually pisses me off to an extent. Like, it's a very annoying mon to deal with, especially since it's a Z-mon. Like, it could just do whatever it wants. So I really want to make sure I punish that mon. So yeah, we are max special attack and max speed timid nature, so we are 111, and yeah, like I said, that outspeeds pretty much his whole team unless he's running Choice Scarf Mew. Next we have AOS. So I'm finally bringing AOS this week. I'm going to be running a special set with it, and I'm also going to be running Jet as well on the side. So we got Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Scald, and Aqua Jet. So pretty much all water stab and an Ice Beam. With the Hydro Pump becoming Hydro Vortex, we are going to be doing a lot of damage with that Z Crystal. Mainly there to like wall break through him a little bit, wall break through the Celesteela as well as Mew, and then maybe like pick it off afterwards with the Jet, and also, you know, like force it to recover, and then we can bring in like Soul or something to take advantage of that recovery. Ice Beam is there for Como-O as well, and so as Venusaur and such on the switch in. Scald is there. We have a potential to burn stuff, so, and also still do a ton of damage as well, since we are mostly invested in special attacks. We're gonna be hitting, Scald's gonna be hurting a lot, and then Jet is there for priority, specifically for Diggersby, and maybe even like T-Tar if need be, but mostly for Diggersby. So yeah, that is pretty much the set for AOS. It's just gonna be a wall breaker. simple as that. Now we're gonna move on to Soul. So Soul, the Mega Absol is going to be ran physical this week, just like how it was last week, except it didn't have Pursuit. This time I'm going to be running Substitute on it. So I'm going to be running Substitute, Superpower, Play Rough, and Knockoff. Superpower is there for T-Tar. It's the only reason why I have Superpower on this set this week is just because of T-Tar, because I want to make sure I get rid of that mon, because if that mon sets up, it could be game over. So I want to make sure this mon drops. Substitute is there so that way we can at least take one hit under sub, and then like get off some damage after the sub gets off. And then Play Rough is there for Como-O, and Knockoff is there to get rid of items on any of his mons, specifically like checking for like Choice Scarfs or bans or whatever, or specs, I mean. And yeah, that is pretty much Soul for this week. Just gonna be a setup mon, or a sub mon just for scouting and such. And then lastly we have Joe. So I decided to make Joe. I wanted to run Joe this week because Joe also runs through his team pretty well after a after a rock polish. It pretty much can outspeed most of his team, so we can at least get something going with it. So kind of like we can kind of like set up a kind of like sweep with it, just like how we can sweep with Big Juice after his bigger threats are gone. So rocks are there to make sure that he gets pressured, specifically for Celesteela and like I said, for Oricorio and like his other mons don't really appreciate rocks. So yeah, and rock polish we can actually set up if need be. That's why I had the Rendo Berry. Honestly, Rendo Berry is kind of like honestly, I don't really know. Rendo Berry was kind of like a last minute choice, last minute decision. I don't really know if I'm gonna go Rendo Berry in the game, because like really that's only gonna be useful for Venusaur, and I think we still died to Venusaur from a Giga Drain. I'll probably like check the counts and talk about it before the battle or something, or like post battle and then talk about it. But yeah, I don't know if I really want to go Rendo Berry. It's definitely good for letting me set up with Rampardos, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. But it's specifically there so that we can set up after Venusaur hits us with a grass move. Then we can rock polish on it, go for an edge, get off a ton of damage with it, and yeah, get something going right there. And then Fire Blast is there specifically to check Celesteela, and yeah, pretty much check Celesteela again. So yeah, we're also max speed, max attack, 4 and special attack. We are hasty nature, so physical attacks gonna hurt us a little bit. I mean, physical attackers are gonna hurt a little bit, but or a little bit more. But because of our typing in rock, we can take some hits pretty well on the physical side. We can take some hits pretty well, but then again, Rampardos is kind of a glass cannon, so chances of this mon not living a hit is pretty likely. So yeah, we just have to play Joe pretty we have to play Joe like safely. But yeah, who do I think he's gonna bring this week? See, this is the thing about his team. Like, his team is just so like, it's so aggressive that I really don't know who he's gonna pick. Like there's so many options he can do for real. I definitely know Celesteela and Mew are coming because that's like his best defensive core. Because everything else isn't defensive at all. Like everything else on the team really isn't that defensive. They're more like super aggressive. So yeah, I definitely see him bringing Celesteela and Mew. He will definitely bring Primarina because he knows that I don't really have a great answer to Primarina. Like nothing on my team can take a hit from it after a switch in. Like after a switch in, something's gonna die on my team. So I could have brought Ferrothorn actually because of Primarina, but honestly, like I really thought about that mon, but then I was just like, there's Komao, then there's Darmanitan, and then Mew has Fire Blast, and then Torkoal, and then Venusaur. Yeah, there were just too many checks to Ferrothorn, so that's why I didn't want to bring it this week. It would have been good, you know, specifically to check Primarina, but nah, I didn't feel like going that route. Because, you know, that mon, everything on his team would have just wiped out Ferrothorn, so I didn't want to risk it. But yeah, he'll definitely bring Celesteela and Primarina. Celesteela, Primarina, Mew. I see him bringing Darmanitan, like maybe Choice Scarf Darmanitan, and like, you know, to scout for stuff, you know, like be annoying too, because Darmanitan can actually hurt my team pretty hard as well. So I definitely see him bringing it. Maybe not as a Choice Scarf. Maybe he might go double Choice Scarf for Mew, meaning like Choice Scarf Mew plus Choice Scarf Darmanitan. But again, we'll have to see what he does. But yeah, Celesteela, Mew, Mega Titar, no, Celesteela, Primarina, Mew, Darmanitan, probably Mega Titar, and I think his last mon. His last mon could be Como. Como could actually be a rocker too. Like, I forgot to mention, his team does have a couple hazards like Como, T-Tar, Mew, Diggersby. All the bottom half of his team can learn rocks. I mean, he has access to rocks basically, plus Como. So gotta be aware of those two. We have those as well. So yeah. Oh, notifications. So yeah, I gotta be aware of that. But yeah. So I'm actually gonna be having my battle with him like right after I'm finished recording. So when you guys see the battle, it'll probably tomorrow's gonna be weird because I'm actually gonna be heading to New York tomorrow. So probably when you guys see the battle, it'll probably be up on Tuesday, or it'll be up late Monday. I mean late tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you guys when the battle happens. Take care, and I hope you all have a good one. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, join my Discord, Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content. So yeah, I'll see you when the battle happens. Take care.